Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? We're live! Hello, everybody. Welcome. All of you are doing fans. I hope you're all having a lovely, lovely morning. Hello there, kid. Hello there, Kent. How are you? Darkness indeed. Hope your day is going well there. It is. It is. It is. Happy Pride Month, everyone, and Scoliosis Awareness Month. How are all of you? Oh, and I guess and Men's Mental Health Month. Today we are playing more Tavern Talk. I was gonna read more Nevermore, but there's not enough chapters released for like a good length stream, which is why I'm not reading it. So Tavern Talk it is. The health of mental health do be mentaling. You know what? True. As somebody who is bigender, very, very true. That is some good water. But how are all of you guys? What is going on in your world? I am still healing from top surgery. So that's fun. I say that sarcastically. Actually, it's not that bad, but it just feels annoying from time to time. I don't really have any announcements for today. Oh, you got surgery? Oh, yeah, last month I got top surgery. Which I am very, very happy about. Oh, you're recovering there well? I'm recovering just fine. It's gonna take, I think they said, like a good 6 months to heal. But you know what? You know what? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay? Mwah. I guess there are people on my stream who don't know this. I don't know why you wouldn't, because I have talked about it before. But as of, I want to say last year? I could be misremembering. But as of last year, I came out as bigender. Was it last year or was it the year before? I lose track of time. I know there are people who like remember when they came out and when they had their first surgery. I do not. I mean, I remember what month I had it. I don't remember what year I had it. So I got top surgery like last month, and then I think I wanna say, oh God, December of last year, I got a hysterectomy because fuck them kids. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, the real reason is because well, you can guess why. Speedram Path to Nowhere event yesterday. Stream and got a whole ass 6 hours, and then blackout, then and there. Time to be speed drink. Indeed. Also, what do we think of the rainbow background for Pride Month? What are we thinking? Are we feeling it? Are we feeling it? I am anyways. I don't know about y'all. But like, the rainbow is rainbowic. I actually didn't think about this background for Pride Month at all when I got it. I was just thinking I have various characters of different color palettes, so I wanted something that could cover all of them. And since pastel was my main theme, like every version of Kitten Pauws is pastel in some way or another. I wanted something to reflect all that, so I got a second background that had to be rainbow. And I decided to run with it in June because, this feels kind of Pride-esque. Let's run with it. The month do be priding. This is facts. The month really do be priding. And it's awesome. I think at some point I want to get tattoos on my chest. Unfortunately for me, that's going to take a good few months. I am not entirely thrilled about. But it's fine. It's fine. We're all gonna die. But also, can I just say how much I absolutely adore this version of Kitten Pauws? Like, look at the curls! Look at the curls! If I had an actual model of this form, I would say, look at that bounce, because you all know the curls do be bouncing. At some point, I also want to commission male versions of Kitten Pauws because, I mean, we all know I'm a hot girl. Why can't I be a hot guy too? Just saying. Just saying. It probably won't be anytime soon. I do want to get models of this form and my, what's my other form? In my main Coon form first. Yeah. Let's see. Do I have anything else going on in my wall? How many of y'all have seen the show, why can't I think of the name right now? Good Omens, there we go. It was on the tip of my tongue, and I had it in my brain, but for some reason, I could not get it out. Y'all ever have those moments? It feels so awkward. Alright, on laptop now. I mean, you can watch my streams on whatever platform your little heart desires. Everyone just keeps disconnecting from the Wi-Fi. Honestly, Twitch is better on computer anyway. It kind of sucks on phone. Twitch, this, if you're seeing this, this is your sign to get your fucking app together. I said what I meant. Agree. Twitch on mobile is delayed for some reason. Twitch on mobile is ass. And it's not just the delay, it's ass for several reasons. Kitten, you're an affiliate. You can't be talking about Twitch like that. I'm affiliate. I am not partner or ambassador. I don't give a shit. Tell Twitch to redo the viewer update to include lurker. Thank you! Thank you! And to bring back hosting. There is no... Hosting was like the one good thing about Twitch, and they took it away. Like, why would you take away the one good feature that everyone wanted to keep? Now my channel is hosting like fucking streamers I have never seen before in my goddamn life. Like, no, let me support my friends. And when you rate somebody, it should automatically host their stream. Come on now, Twitch. Get your shit together. Why would you take away features you know people wanted to keep? I swear all the updates in Twitch and YouTube going downhill. And Star Wars: The Republic is having a better update than these streaming platforms. Literally though, it's like, okay, the one thing Twitch, YouTube, and Discord all have in common is that they always update for the worst and not the better. It's never the better, it's always the worst. And I'm sick of it. And I'm pretty sure everyone else is sick of it. And then they act surprised when we all bitch and complain about it, and they won't fix the actual issues or bugs on their fucking apps. Like, really? You'll add stupid updates nobody asked for or wanted, but you'll ignore the bugs. Why? What is the logic? Are you trying to make people hate you? They throw out update no one wants and take away the update. We take away the updates we want to keep. Yeah, exactly. Stop doing that, Twitch. For that matter, this goes for YouTube and Discord as well. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Where the fuck are your heads? You're supposed to cater to the public, not piss them off. It also bothers me that you can't ban people who work for Twitch because, I don't know. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. But if you work for Twitch and you're watching as a viewer, you are just a viewer. You are not special. If they don't want you there, you shouldn't force yourself to be there. Especially if you're harassing other streamers. You're being overtaken by Elon and his program, and his AI program, JK. Oh God, don't even joke about that. Like, do not even go there. Oh my God, why? Ken, what the fuck? AI needs to be better regulated too. It doesn't need to go away, but it certainly needs better regulations. Actually, no, I take that back. Generative AI needs to fucking go until they can implement proper restrictions. Elon has already taken over. Don't give him ideas. Why the fuck would you throw out ideas like that? No, bad Ken. Bad! I will send you to the corner. I will send you to the corner and make you face the wall. what you've done! How dare you place that curse upon us? What the hell were you thinking, my guy? Bad, Ken! Bad! Oh my God. If I was a bigger VTuber, I would have everyone shame you into the corner. But you don't even just think of trying to spread over a platform besides Twitter. I'm gonna have to start learning. I'm gonna start learning to hack soon. No. If Elon's gonna take over anything, he should take over Kick. Nobody fucking uses Kick. Nobody uses Kick except jackasses. And we all know the types of jackasses, so I'm not even gonna elaborate. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Meow. Let's get into Tavern talk. Is that what I want to open? Oh my God, it's so rainbow and gay here too. I miss the old days where updates weren't shit. Back in my day, we had updates that weren't this garbage bullshit that nobody wanted, that only made our CPU skyrocket and got us harassed. I don't know. Kitten paused the boomer. Just kidding, I'm not that old. This is what I wanted. You're not playing Honkai Star Rail, we are playing Tavern Talk. We're not old, but mentally we are. No, mentally we're done. Actually, I take that back. That's basically the same as being mentally old. Okay, is my persona gonna load back? Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. I think it's just a case of it'll show back up when it wants to. Which is very fun and convenient for the rest of us. Insert sarcasm here. Sarcasm is everywhere. On my channel, it is. That is correct. You know what? I'm just gonna hope that my PNG shows up again. Oops. Main menu. Well, at least I was able to catch your stream early today, because I'm gonna be stuck downloading tons of mods for Skyrim again. Oof. This is gonna just piss me off. Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took you ages to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Tia, did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup. I hope that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dreams. For my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful, let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Yeah, the step being... PNG, I'm gonna need you to show up. I don't know how else to fix this. Okay, that did absolutely nothing. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. Okay, you know what? You guys are just gonna have to deal with the loading screen and hope to whatever powers that it gets its shit together eventually. Clay, I was looking for Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I don't know why, but I'm just picturing Clay with an Aussie accent. Good soup. I do not like lentils. Kitten Pauws does not like lentils, fun fact. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Well, I hope you and Andu enjoy that soup. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course! Did you two enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite the talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is very... Oops, and Tia is a very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope. Not quite. Many things like I thought it'd be fun to make her wait. Many things like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of those little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia says she's gonna make a little star lamp for my parents' garden. Oh, is that so? He offered to cook for my family. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. In other words, you can't cook for shit. Just say that. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? You know what? Fair enough. That sounds lovely. Have you visited the Highlands before? No, no, not thus far. Though I have always wanted to. Snow dragon, snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh, but they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories the Elysian told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It's said to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous. Hearsay is hearsay is hearsay is all that it is. All that it is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. And it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Astera alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with the local guide no less. I've never visited before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varika. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival. What's that about? I'm sure he can tell you about it another time. Please go back to the quest. No, I'm curious. I have one more question. Fine, one more. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Ooh, what's your favorite animal? Why? I'm curious. I'm not sure. I've never been asked that before. You don't know what your favorite animal is? No. Do dragons count? Sure. Not sure if you want to call a dragon an animal. You're right. That would be blasphemous. It would also be correct and funny, but their egos wouldn't take it. Tia, we have to figure out what your favorite animal is. Why? It doesn't matter. Of course it does. Getting to know yourself is one of the most wonderful experiences in the universe. I know myself. And yet, you don't know what your favorite animal is. Mine is lynxes. Minor lynxes. I would absolutely love a. If having a pet lynx was legal, I would absolutely have one in my house. Don't worry, we'll figure it out together. Oh, doesn't that sound fun to you? It doesn't. But thank you. Of course. Now the quest. Of course. Should I add a quest about finding out what your favorite animal is? Yes! No. Don't worry, innkeeper. I'll put one together myself. Thank you, Clay. So I'm assuming you're going together? Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and, and he is not practiced in the ways of a divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make a soup then? Exactly. That makes sense. Plus, I need those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. You. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am! Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if they approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even the bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it out. We could test it for you. Nonsense. Well, we need to head into this knowing we have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them. Well, if that's of concern, I could offer some citrine. It's infused with the divine properties that'll help bless your weapon strike. With a little help from a dragon, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and citrine will let you fight your way through any danger in no time, but the right mix of defense and charisma and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. I like the charisma idea. So let's go with... Is there one with the where they're supposed to be the other way around? Oh, not Sunny Breeze. Not Swift Strike. Thousand Wins, I guess. Whoops. That's the wrong potion. I think I got the wrong one. This is charisma and defense. We need more defense than charisma. Hmm. Actually, let's do. Uh, okay. I need is a drink that's the other way around. Oh, fuck it. We're just going with 1,000 wins. That's not the right drink. What do you mean that's not the... Fine. Did we even get the right infusion? Decisions. I could do this the easy way, but... Come on now, I'm kidding. Okay. I would like to get to my recipes now. There we go. Okay. I don't think Frosted Lagoon is right either. Spoken Heart is definitely not right. I think the answer here is Frosted Lagoon. It's not 1,000 wins. It's gotta be Frosted Lagoon, right? Okay. Me trying to figure out what to do. I think they said they wanted honey flowers. I wish there was a way to. Never mind. And we tried 1,000 Winds. They said that's not the right drink. Does this order just not exist? I don't want to do Sailor's Courage. No, it has to be this one. Let's try first snow. Okay. Now we need a little bit of charisma. Oops. Okay, never mind. Yes! We got it right! I love to hear the story about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least, how your teeth were no match against your armor. or your pecs. This has worked well for you last time, Tia. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine, I trust your judgment, innkeeper. As you should! I am the innkeeper, after all. Good. You should. It bothers me that I cannot get my muddle to work. Okay, well, what if I just out? Turn that off. And then disconnect from Discord. Thank you for your help, innkeeper. But we should get going now. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this to work again. I don't know if I can, but we're sure as hell gonna try because this is driving me nuts! Okay, let's hope this does something. I don't know. Of course not. Please, 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 just work. Why are you like this? I have no idea what else I could possibly do. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about and what about you? What about me? They're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. He's right, that's what I used to say. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun. Who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's! Innkeeper. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah! Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. Aw, greetings, innkeeper! Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh, yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses, with my own two hands. I even got some blisters from it. That's not a good thing, Archie. But you know what? Okay. Remnants of my first heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that can help in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel for myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly! When I was on my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book, like I delved headfirst into one of those stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventure surrounding me with every step and unknown lurking dangers in the shadow. This is all so exciting! But now I am just daydreaming. Originally, I came here to seek one of your magical drinks. Of course, what would you like? Preferably something that can help me defend myself from these devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did. Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you. Don't worry. Okay, we have a new recipe. You know what? Let's fuck around and find out. We could do Frost Lagoon, or we could do Steel Tonic, which I'm a little curious about. Steel Tonic, with Steel Tonic running through your veins? Alright. We gotta add some defense, or some strength, excuse me, not defense. And some wings. Red Bull gives you wings! Oh, shit. I think I done goofed. Oh, wait. I think this drink, you have to have an infusion. Steel Tonic, order up! Protection against your Archmus splinters. Here you go. Ah, I my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe don't advertise that. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windmore as well? That's correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being so similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in kind of a he's actually in a kind of dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Korea mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Korea, he finally decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reactions were a little over the top, so I don't interfere with his decisions. So, now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea! I like how you thinking, Kipper. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd be strong enough even with their magically infused drinks. You might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right! I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. Are you sure he's your friend and not... You know what? Let me stop. Let me stop. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow they manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. Adventurers are good at that, yes. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic hero himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I can live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. Also, it's easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Also, it's easier to write about experiences you had firsthand. Absolutely! Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How can I say no to an enticing offer? Getting taught by Fable of the Ashen Grove themselves. It's more than I could have dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an impulsive Rukakin named Carolyn. Do you know her by chance? Oh, Carolyn? I know her quite well. She's a regular. A regular? Oh, innkeeper, you're just full of surprises! The tavern is full of hidden treasures! Apparently, Lady Carolyn is bored because of her newest protege on a is because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling! I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for this job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time. Trust me. Thank you so much, and thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. I don't know who you are, but hello, handsome devil rare. I mean, let's continue reading. yeah, let's continue reading. Hey, how's it going? Better now that you're here. I mean, hello, come on in. Oh, this is a cute little tavern. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't really that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's good to be away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I saw it's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here. That's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly! So you run this business in Keep? Correct. Just me and my familiar and this tavern. Oh, and the regulars that come by here, of course. Of course! And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe! I mean, I'd be more than happy to see you around more often. Rare! The name's Voyage, but you can call me Voy. I'm totally not drooling over this guy. Alright, Voy, got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not yet, I'm afraid. But I mean, we could change that. I suppose I should have? I'm the Void, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Ooh, a bard. Meow, 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 meow. Nope. Well, I guess you have to get to know me then. What better way to do that with a fine drink? Maybe the finest innkeeper? Ooh, you're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Yeah. Is there something specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me more irresistible, like a real charming prince. Okay, so Swift breeze. Oh, swift breeze might be our best option here, actually. Wait, no, swift breeze or spoke. No, swift breeze or spoken heart. I think. Or sorry, sunny breeze or spoken heart. Ooh, you know, I feel like it's been a minute since we made spoken heart, so let's run with that. Do 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 do. Add a little bit of defense, and of course some strength. Spoken heart, order up. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. I mean, you could pay me with more sweet talk. I'm just saying. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. A little bit. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want to get to didn't you want to get didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. You can also take my shirt off. I mean, what? I said nothing! Bring it on. So right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard of all of Focia. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. And a little bit intrigued. Of course you are. Might ask for an autograph later then. What brings you here, boy? As I said, I needed a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no! How gankable is that tail? Maybe a little bit. Sometimes. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you and your familiar company for a bit? Oh, absolutely. Make yourself at home, and I do mean please. Please, please, please. Alright, let's see where... It was a young one. A short for voyage. Boy, short for voyage is a very famous bard working in the capital. He needed a short break from the fame and the troubles of being a musician. Comes with an ended and troubles being a musician comes with and ended up in Zenith. He's a particularly flirty fellow, though he falters when you happen to match his energy. Ooh, absolutely, make yourself at home. Nice. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my rule to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern. And it has come a long way. Why does he only have 3 fingers? Love the colors of the wall. New coat? It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some changes in my life. I thought so. What is life if not the constant changing of the self? How I've missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might need a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, it's a long journey. Surprise me with something charismatic as your little establishment. Something charismatic, hmm? For the sake of variety, we already made Spoken Heart, so you know what? Let's make another one. Fuck it. Here you go, liquid charisma. My specialty. Oh, this tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect after all. Indeed. So it brings you to this corner of the woods. Ah, I'm looking for feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or content rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Phasia. Phasia. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold. Glistening in lights of day. A traveler's bold. That would be that would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that, tell that to the stupid song Bigger Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what the lyrical words are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something others to take for something pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines, you find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. Oh god, Voyage is one handsome double. What exactly is Voyage, did they say? Voyage. Oh, Phantasm. It's just that now I'm afraid they laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart. All because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death, it stops life. Do you enjoy your art? Yeah, I want I want others to enjoy it too. I for one greatly enjoy your golden loon I for one greatly enjoyed your golden loon haiku. Oh, me too. Aw, innkeeper, thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always there'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. I want to know what that letter is. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently. Way easier for sure. Amazing to trade herein, the smallest of towns to the big city. I'd always dreamt of joining the Sov Guild, and they promptly rejected me. But I'm I'm Voyage. I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Hagium. That's right. I've met so many people. Oops. I've seen so many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents: live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I had to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. Well, have a nice. It was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget to take care of yourself, innkeeper. And be safe out there, Voyage. You too. Is this information in here now? It's not. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, innkeeper? Not yet. Oh, maybe one day. Welcome, Bar. Quick! Innkeeper! Your strongest drink! This is an emergency! What happened? It's. Uh. From Zuna again? important! Relationships are on the line! Not lives? Listen, innkeeper, I'll tell you the story. Don't worry. But you gotta be patient because Bayo really needs a drink first. Yes, please. What do you need? The same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again. Please. Got it. I'll get you something that makes you feel sturdy as tree bark again. Do I want to go with Frosted Lagoon? For Snow? Or Steel Tonic? Part of me kind of wants to go with First Snow. But we already made First Snow today, so you know, let's go with Frosted Lagoon. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Frosted Lagoon, order up. There you go, my strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is good. Oh, thank dragons, that pause made me nervous. I really thought she would mess it up. Thanks. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una. Ah! You're welcome. But Bea, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset. I've never seen you this upset, Bea. And you had to endure that Bloomtide festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. Well, three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... Very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her, innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell her what's going on, Bea? So you don't have to strain yourself. Oh, you'll be nice to her, but not the one who makes you drinks. Thank you. Okay, so Sweet Bea over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for the last few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, I might add. The Swamp Monster Banshee and the Mari Morgan. Ah, yes, the Mari Morgan, the raffle spirit that is known to drown men. Sounds like a fun hobby. What is wrong with me? Archie doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyways, the Mari Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming back once or twice. Well, right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Bea's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either. It does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. Now, I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Oh, don't worry, Baya. They've been together so long, they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one, too. She's right. They've been through worse. But what if she is wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish I was there. Something I could do to help them. If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Void. That's short for Void. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No? It doesn't ring any bells. Sorry. Anyway, so, Rhea, that's your name, right? What's keeping you from getting to know other people? You seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. Aw, Bea, we love you too, girl. Mwah! Blowing you kisses. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And I've known Una for a while. Didn't she pick up endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Bea's also really cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh! Shush! I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friend. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Bea is adorable. I will protect her. I will protect this bean. Luckily, I don't scare easily. Ooh, what a nice metaphor. I had to use that in a new song, if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh! Well, that's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa? You run a spa? That's fantastic! Mhm. Yes, you can visit sometime, boy. That's short for voyage. Um, just Voy is fine. Do you want to come too now? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Do you get a lot of customers? No, none. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise my spa. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, Bea. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Keep. Do you know someone that can help them out? This situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course. Making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker, huh? I mean, my guy, I cannot sweet talk to save my life. I wish I could. I really wish I could. But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show me around your spa? How about you show me around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium long relationship in there. Remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Innkeep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, and I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook with me? Alrighty. No. Lagoon of Tranquility. Hmm. Yippee! We did something, guys. Baby getting fizz from the floors. Man. Closing up shop. All right, I think I'm gonna. Well, You know what? Fuck it. Let's start the day. Exposure's best detective duo has returned. Welcome back, Melly and Malachite. John, what do you want me to call you? I'm calling him Aura now. Because he's giving you migraines? No. Because of his glooming aura, of course. Well then, Melly, Aura, it's good to have you two back in town. I assume you were able to solve the mystery surrounding the missing familiars? Yes! With the help of my trusty assistant, I was able to figure it out. She's such a cutie little baby. She just give us a little button. That's remarkable, I have to say. Good thing you went with her, Aura. It was a dangerous mission. Did you counter a T-Rex? Of course not. But, but we were nearly burned alive. That's not what I would have expected. You must always expect life to double-cross you. Why do you both made it back in one piece? I'm curious. What was the reason behind those vanishing familiars? Do I need to worry about Anju disappearing too? How about we tell you what happened in Zoidford? But only in exchange for 2 free drinks. I could see you learned a thing or two from your first big mission. Alright, Tamia, how to be more cunning. Only the basics. No need to be so humble. You taught her well. What kind of drink would you like today, Melly? I want something that'll polish my investigative and detective skills. A drink that makes me smarter than I am now. So no mysterious cases like this will ever be unsolvable for me. Coming right up. You know what? She really likes sparkling nebula, so let's make that for her. There we go. And all right, order up. Let's see, this will make your brain cells multiply. Thank you. Let me try. Ooh, this is good. I can already feel it. I'm going to be completely unstoppable. Oh no. Oh yes. Initially, I wanted to sit this one out, but I might actually need a drink now. It would be my pleasure if it means I get to hear your story. Also, I am longing for another one of your little secrets.
Right. You made a deal.
That's correct. So what will it be today?
Maybe
Something that'll help me counter my verbal attacks now that she's linguistically invincible. So the usual, right? So the usual. Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back. But we usually end up giving Malachitis Broken Heart, so well, let's make that. This should make things easier for you.
oh,
I can see it in his face. Is it that bad?
huh? No, silly. He likes it.
You can clearly see
You can clearly see it in the way his scarf is moving.
Ah, I see.
My detective skills ain't that bad after all.
You think you can teach me a thing or two sometime?
Of course. Then we'll be a trio. The detective and a trusty assistant and the curious apprentice.
I like the sound of that. It's been a while since I've been an apprentice. I don't remember being asked if I wanted to be a part of this.
But I couldn't have completed the quest without you. So, being a detective's trusty assistant is an honorable duty.
I'm with Melly on this one.
And I'm glad you came with me. Of course.
Couldn't let you walk headfirst into the open maw of a hungry T-Rex. Did you actually encounter a T-Rex in Zoiford?
No, don't be silly.
Oh, for a moment, I thought you shared one of your many secrets with me.
Right. I guess I owe you one of those now. My hair isn't actually all black.
I know, that's not a secret. I can clearly see the white streak, but it looks cool. Anyways, I'm dying to know what happened in Zoiford.
So, thanks to the golden flowers, we made it to Zoiford in the blink of an eye.
Oh, golden feathers, I'm sorry, not flowers.
I don't think I felt that fast in my life. It was like he had the zoomies. They helped us remain unseen too. Thanks to your trains, we were able to sneak around the city without attracting too much attention.
But those ghosts were the clue we needed.
I knew we'd find something at the dock, so we made our way there. She was right. In the dead of night, just hours after we had left your tavern, we spotted a peculiar dog roaming near the water. We watched as it tried to sneak into our cargo ship. It behaved weird, undog-like. It hid behind some barrels and kept looking left and right before it started to sneak on board. I've never seen a dog do that before. It looked like It didn't know how to be a dog. It didn't use its nose. It didn't use its nose, its ears. It was just off. We watched one of the workers notice the dog and scared it away. But my investigative senses were tingling. So we started asking around. As detectives who do know, as detectives do when you want to collect some evidence. A few people said they had seen some animals with odd behaviors. Most of them thought they had some kind of illness like rabies, or that they were spirits disguised in animal forms sent by a sea witch. So they stayed away and minded their own business. Not very high, not very high class detective of them, but they made it for fine witnesses. Apparently, there's something like a weekly get together for all the town's familiars. We decided to check it out. And we managed to track down a few of the participating familiars to get more insight. It was a little tricky since none of them wanted to talk to us at first. I think they were a bit wary of strangers. It also seemed difficult for familiars to speak to people they don't know. It also seems to be difficult for familiars to speak to people they don't know. Must have something to do with their magical abilities. But when we combined our charm and charisma, Aura and I were finally able to gain the trust of one of them. And they told us something strange. They said all those familiars that went missing seemed to have been in contact with one peculiar magician. So of course we had to pay that wizard a visit. Preferably when he wasn't at home. I think that's called burglary. Finding out his address was child's play. Apparently he's quite popular among the people of Zoiford. It just took Aura a little bit of well-executed bribery to find the mage's home. Did you take some notes? I did! Prepare yourself for my next test subject, innkeeper. Should I be scared? Maybe. Only a little bit, though. Very well. Your drinks really did wonders. We managed to break in without anyone noticing. It was so exciting! We stuck around looking for evidence, maybe a hidden ritualistic chamber or something like that. And did you find one? Sadly, no. But we found his office with the open door. Inside were a lot of books about different kinds of animals and familiars. We figured out he just loves animals, or at least needed that knowledge for something else. As any world-class detective would, I also checked his trash can. And did you find anything? Well, nothing that helped to solve the case. But I did find something that you'd like between all the shredded papers. It looked like a recipe for a magical drink, just like the ones you serve. Ta-da! Oh, that's very useful. That's what I thought. Anyways, Cora and I continued our search for clues. His office had his also had books about common and uncommon diseases in animals, so he had a connection to the reported cases of rabies. I thought it was a bit of a stretch, not that I could change her mind. That was all we found. Next to his desk in a small cupboard were his diaries. They were full of notes and spells that I didn't understand. Something about something about transmutational magic. While she studied his diaries, I rummaged through his belongings and scrolls. I had absolutely no clue what any of it meant until I found something of interest. Detailed instructions of how to unbind the familiar from their services. A thought began to manifest itself in my brain, though I couldn't quite grasp it yet. But somehow, my instincts told me I had all the information I needed. I just had to stitch everything together. Kind of like what I do when I assemble quests for my patrons. Kind of like kind of like how I assemble a quest for my patrons. Oops, sorry. Exactly. But when I tried getting into it, we heard the front door squeak and creak as someone entered the house. We tried to hide, of course, but we hadn't been quick enough with our investigation. And definitely not subtle either. The whole place looked super chaotic. The wizard merely knew something was off. And a potentially dangerous person on high alert is even more dangerous. So we had to be on guard. Or I hid under the table, but I had other plans. I managed to jump on a bookshelf and wedge myself right on top under the ceiling. So I was hidden, but I could still see the whole room. Good call. I watched as the magician barged in, but he wasn't alone. He was accompanied by a lizard, a colorful bird, and a two-headed sheep. Oh no, not one of those again. Huh? It's nothing. Please continue. It was so weird. The bird didn't know how to fly. The wizard walked on two legs, and the sheep's two heads always looked in the same direction. As if they all didn't know how to be real animals, just like the dog from the dogs. But now we have proof. The weird animals were definitely connected to the weird wizard. And as if the wizard noticed something, he stopped and said something to the animals. No, you three, get out of here. I don't want you to get in trouble or hurt. I already had my fingers wrapped around the handle of my knife, ready to strike. I'm sure he felt my murderous intent. But it does sound like he cared about those animals. But it does sound like he cared about those animals. Sorry. That's what I thought too. As soon as they had left the room, I saw him create a ball of flames in his hands. He was ready to strike. And I knew I had to do something. He would have done horrible things to Aura. So I meowed. Like a cat? Uh-huh. I pretended to be a cat. And somehow it worked, even though I was wearing clothes. The wizard turned around and saw me on top of the bookshelf. His features turned from worried soft. His features turned from worried to soft in a millisecond, and he said, "Oh, little rascal, how did you get in there? Did I lock you in? You must be terribly scared." And I was scared, but not for the reason he thought. So I just meowed a second time, as you do when you're pretending to be a cat. And then he said very politely, "Would you please come down here? This room isn't a place for little cats, but I can offer you a cup of milk instead." And that was a tempting offer, so as any cat would, I answered, "No, but I would love some chocolate milk." And then you got busted. He's just done. I kinda forgot that cats don't usually speak. Needless to say, his face was priceless, but then his hands started to light up again. I immediately knew she was in danger, so I broke every possible rule the Thieves Guild taught me and just popped from underneath the table. Well, that was very brave of you. Don't know if I'd have been so fearless. Hell, I had to. The wizard turned around. He was surprised, maybe even scared, but he was also ready to fire at me. I already saw my life flashing before my eyes. And before I could even think about it, I yelled! We know you don't mean any harm. You're just trying to protect those familiars, right?" Apparently I hit a nerve. He stopped right in his tracks. I took advantage of that moment and tried to explain why we were in his home in the first place. I told him everything about the quest, the familiars, the weird dog. Usually I'm not very good with words, but well, your drinks definitely did what it was supposed to do. I don't know how, but I think we managed to de-escalate the situation. He looked panicked before that, as if he was being chased. Maybe he actually expected people to come after him. Hearing all of those clues of Aura's Hearing all those clues out of Aura's mouth kind of flipped a switch in my brain. And I could see the truth right in front of me. Suddenly, everything made so much sense. I jumped down from the shelf and began my conclusion. It's clear to me that the accused, do not have ill intentions. However, that does not make you innocent. You're still involved in the disappearance of some familiars. She was walking back and forth while she gave her speech. Needless to say, the wizard and I were equally confused. You're fond of animals and such. Also familiars, and while I don't know anything about magic, I have heard of transmutational magic before. Who hasn't who hasn't honestly? It's a broad used term. That right there was a blatant lie. So I, the world's greatest detective, have concluded. You are turning familiars into animals, or at least you're trying to make them look like animals. You're also accompanied by some of those turned familiars, and you cared for their safety. That means they are here of their own free will. Alright, somewhat back. I'm gonna have to mute
With the sound, a big kid has nephew just been put to sleep. Oof! Lord, Lord, Lord!
So by turning them into animals, he did them a favor. They wanted to be transmuted, but now their patrons and other familiars can't reach them anymore. And they're worried that something bad happened to them. And that's why they're here.
Ay. Is this picking up my voice? Okay, it is.
Case closed.
That's pretty impressive. And you figure that out all by yourself?
Yep. The magician was really impressed until he hit the nail on the head.
I explained again that we were just there to investigate. But it was also necessary for the familiars and their friends and families to talk to each other. The remaining familiars wanted an explanation, as well as their former mages. The wizard already felt guilty for doing something behind their backs, of course. Turns out the familiars were unhappy in their dragon-like bodies and much preferred feeling like real animals. But they were afraid of telling their patrons and familiar friends, so none of their remaining acquaintances knew what had happened. Of course, they expected the worst. Why else would your friends just leave you alone and disappear without a trace?
Yeah, but obviously none of them wanted to continue like that, so we helped set up a meeting for them to talk it out. And they did. All the magicians were very understanding, if a little sad to lose their connections. The other familiars also welcomed them with open arms, even though they were a little confused at first. They needed a while to understand why their friends wanted to be animals. But I think they got it eventually. So all in all,
Oh, no, it's the innkeep. So all in all, it sounds like a very successful quest.
absolutely.
I'm glad you got to uncover the truth.
Me too. The magician even decided to give us something in return for helping him.
Neither of us have any use for it, so we wanted you to have it.
Don't say that. That makes it sound like it's a bad gift, and it's not.
What is it then?
It's a ring of bestoring. It's a ring of bestoring with a last familiar inside of it. He found it a while ago, but its patron never showed up. We named her Renew.
Melina can't take care of it. And I have sheepfish. And I have my sheepfish Rufus. But you have Andu, so you already know how to take care of a mini dragon. Oh, I absolutely do. You might enjoy some company. So thank you two very much. I need to get back to Rufus now. He gets lonely without me sometimes. Or is it that you get lonely without him? Oh, no, it's Smelly's talking.
Or is it that you get lonely without him?
He's my pet. I need to take care of him. Don't worry, I'm sure Fable did a good job. So it's nice to see how much you care for your pet.
He's been my only friend since my parents died a long time ago. Oh, were they eaten by zombies? No, they were burned alive. Oh! Oh no! I remember as if it was yesterday. It was late afternoon and my parents wanted to visit the adjacent village to buy some grain. They never returned. I wanted to look for them, but when I got to the village, every house, every barn, and even the ground was ablaze. I heard yelling, people screaming in pain, pleading for help. My parents were nowhere to be found. A few of the survivors confirmed they had seen them earlier that day. Before the fire.
Me want to adopt that lizard. I do too. It's very, very cute.
I found out the perpetrator was the pretentious son of a noble family. He had a disagreement with the farmer over some payment, and instead paid a bunch of criminals to set uh, set fire to his barn. But the fire spread uncontrollably and devoured everything in its path, including innocent lives, just like it did today. That's awful. I'm sorry, Aura. It's all right. I bottled all my emotions and combined them into desire. For a family?
Please adopt Millie. She needs a parent.
For revenge. Oh, but that sounds like a lonely desire, though. And you haven't found any friends since then? No. The people in the Thieves Guild helped me survive, but they weren't particularly keen on friendship. So I just chose the lonely path that was meant for me. That's not very nice of them. But now you have me! And? We're best friends now! And accomplices! And we can found our own guild! Like a detectives guild! No. Give us a few more quests and we'll be the most famous detectives in all of Bayshore. I'm sure of that.
And a good mythical morning to you, innkeeper.
This time it's actually still morning. But that doesn't mean it isn't also morning somewhere else in the world as well. Of course not. That's a really cute hat you're wearing. Aw, thanks. Can I try it on sometime? Only if you tell me your name. A fellow master of bribery, I see. But there's nothing more you could possibly teach me. A world-class detective like me doesn't need extra lessons in bribery.
So you're a detective.
Oh, so you're a detective! Yes. The best detective in all of Bayshore. Bayshore. I don't know. I might add. I'm Melina, by the way, but you can call me Melly. Happy to meet your acquaintance, Melly. I'm Hexagon Hex, but you can call me Hex. Like, by your last name? No, Hex. As in short for Hexagon, obviously. Ah.
And who's that grim-looking fellow next to you?
Oh, him? They look grouchy, but they're my world-class assistant. Not by choice. His name is Aura.
I'm sure it is, yes. Nice to meet you, Aura.
But I think you've gotten enough information out of me. Can I try your hat on now?
That's a tricky one. You see this little pendant at the tip of my hat?
Uh-huh.
It classifies me as a wizard of the primordial sea. A silver one, I might add. One of Leviathan's most trusted confidants.
Woo!
And all of his knowledge is directly transmitted to anyone with a hat like mine. In particular, silver stars, like me, have access to information that leaked to the masses would break the order of this world.
Oh, wow!
But every silver star has to go through an extensive mental training. Such amounts of knowledge would drive any mortal without proper training insane.
Oh, no.
So I can't let you try on my hat without endangering your life. And I couldn't forget myself if I were the reason Feishoa's best detective went mad.
That's very honorable of you. But I, the great detective Melina, have concluded that you, Hexagon Hex, are nothing but a bad liar.
Ha! You're a great detective indeed. I honestly thought you were pretty convincing, Hex. Thank you.
Wait, you actually believed him?
Of course not. I just happen to know a thing or two about the primordial sea. I've read a few books, heard some rumors. You know how it is. But I really doubt Leviathan would share his precious knowledge with a mere mortal. Nothing against you, Hex. You got me there.
I gotta say, you're really convincing.
I sure am.
Looks like even a great detective like me never stops learning. Honestly, you could have just told me no, though. I would have revealed my name even without a promising magic hat on the line.
Oh, but it's more fun that way. Really, Hex? Really?
Hmm. I honestly think it's also very important. I think honesty is very important. Is a very important skill to master.
Whatever you say, detective. But Hex, what brings you here today? Ah, nothing really. And get out of my tavern. I was just longing for another one of your drinks. Well, why didn't you lead with that? You know, the kind that would flood my head with new ideas. Leave it to me. You know what? Let's make Silent Owl. Because why not? This is probably what we need. Oh wait, no, I lied. This one doesn't need defense. Now we need... Nope. Now we need this. Silent Owl! Order up. There you go, that should do the trick. I figured, why not test out this recipe? Huh, let's see. Oh, I can feel it already! The ideas, they're manifesting in my brain. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess we'll have to find out. Oh, can you show me a magic trick? Just to test your abilities, I mean. Oh, yes, of course I can. I'm glad you asked. You know, I'm a master of fire. Aura, we're thinking the same thing. You don't even need to say it. Oh, little baby. Oh, then, can you also do fireballs? I wouldn't call fireballs a mere magic trick. More like a fully full-fledged spell. But I can but I can create 10 tiny flames on top of my fingertips. Like cute little candles. I want to see that. I would maybe advise you to play with fire outside. Please and thank you. A lot of my ingredients are flammable. You'll miss a real big show then. I think I'll somehow manage to survive. Your loss. Or are you coming as well? I'm good. All right, Lone Wolf, you're missing out though. Certainly. See you later. Have fun. Innkeep? Carolyn? Is this quest up for taking? Sure is. Why else would it be hanging on the quest board? Oof. Eyes are killing me. Itchy. Who asked you, thief? Are you going all by yourself? Of course, I don't do groups. But it could be quite dangerous. Korea seems to be a hotspot for danger at the moment. Just take Aura with you. Do you want to come with me or what? If so, spit it out, kid.
No. Fine.
There's nothing this great sword can't cleave through by itself.
Won't need much help. Cool.
They always like that in Keep? Worse, usually. Sorry, Aura. You know I love you, though.
Thanks. There's just not much to talk about.
Gotcha.
You know what they say, actions speak louder than words.
Right.
But I suspect you don't like to be perceived, so I'll pretend like yours doesn't tell me anything. Can you stop psychoanalyzing me?
Yes. No?
Great. Not like you're right with any of your assumptions.
You could always enlighten us.
I'll pass. But I wouldn't mind another drink.
Same as always?
Yes. Something. You know, something for my aura.
Gotcha. It's on the house this time. Not that you paid last time. La da dee, la da doo, la da da. La da 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 da. Fucking art.
Thanks. That's good. Enough.
Splendid. Alright, moving on. What about you, Carolyn?
I'd like to know more about the chasmscape that's what happened to Drea.
I mean, I haven't been there yet. Me neither, actually.
Really?
Do you think I never leave this tavern? Do you have any special insights that might be useful? Not so much about the situation in Doria itself, but bits and bobs up over the last few days. Enlighten me. As you might have read, the travel to Doria has become a bit of a hazard. Collapsing bridges, disappearing animals, nervous diplomats. Sounds like a haven for bandits, among other things. Either way, I'll get that blue blood to Doria. Of course. How about a drink to aid you with your undertaking?
I thought you'd never ask.
Any wishes? I mean, this could go either way. It depends on what's truly going on in Doria. Timing might be important. Being swift and smart about it. Evasion is what you call it. You might have a good reason for that. The feather of a golden loon. The feather of a golden loon. A what? Oh, it's a rare waterfowl legend. Uh, it has the wind still. Legend has it the wind still resides in its feathers, which is why they lend you its speed. Ah, intriguing. I suppose it could be great for evasion if you add something for the brains to it. So dealing with a diplomat, so a little additional charisma to get me on his good side wouldn't hurt either. Definitely doable. Alternatively, to be prepared for every possible situation, something up to my defense wouldn't be too bad. How do you feel about traveling under the blessing of the dragon? I'm all ears. The little citrine, your weapon strike will be blessed. Great against any bandits or bridges. That sounds like That sounds like something my Baba would have chosen. Not something she would have need. Not something she would have needed. Not that she would have needed it. If the situation really is that dangerous, something that gives me more protection would fit. It becomes more strength to strike back. That because was within us strength to fight back. That is. But being able to evade a threat by being smart and fast might be better. You know what? And keep. I'll leave that choice up to you. You should know what you're doing. Let me think about it. I like this idea. That's not the right drink. Fine. What did I do wrong? Okay, so not for snow. Cross Lagoon? No, that's not right either. So silent. Oh, that's not what we need. We need brain and charisma. Oh, duh, sparkling nebula. Actually, no. Okay, peak sunrise it is. Let wits and let wits, wind, and some kind of word guide your way. Let's see.
Where are you headed?
Daria, some diplomat clown is in need of aid. Need some escorting of sorts.
Aye, Innkeep. Is this escort quest you've been? Is this the escort quest you've been offering?
Yep.
Fucking crap. I've been meaning to take that one to earn a little bit of coin on the side.
Well, I've already committed it to it.
And what if I tell you I wanted that quest?
Well, you ain't getting it. Simple.
Could you stop me?
Do you want to try me?
I'd love to.
Ah, come on now. Just go together.
Harassed!
Exactly. Your conversation is giving me a headache. This solution isn't as a the solution is easy and it's efficient. Go together. One take on the big bads, the other the small ones. Either way, you're better prepared for a fight. If it comes to it.
Listen, I'm looking to buy some materials from an important project. Materials cost exploded. Material costs exploded ever since the star fell. I wouldn't mind a side gig.
I can't do Scottish right now, apparently. You look sturdy, like you could take a few blows, so sure. Let's do it. Let's meet tonight at the crossword to Thamus. We'll leave from there.
Great!
I'll head to my room to start packing. And to take a nap.
Those are effective after all, huh?
Oh, shush. Heyo! Is that a beast woman? Yes. Yes, it is.
You're a brooding fella, aren't ya?
This is just who I am.
I've met fellas like you before. You're all the same. Often, you've got the truest hearts of gold.
Can we skip the sincerity? My headache is bad enough.
Hey, Innkeep!
Rhea?
Kyle keeps talking about fireworks. He's still oblivious about what they actually happened. Luck's with the fools, they say.
For many, it'd be easier if it had just been fireworks.
He's blabbering about that letter.
Oh?
Have you opened it yet?
No?
Dreading what might be inside?
I just didn't care that much.
At least come up with a better lie.
Or he could stop asking.
Asking about what?
Nothing.
Of course not. I didn't mean to pry or anything.
Even though I'm a little curious by nature. Kid, tell me you were hitting that. Kid, tell me you were hitting that. Hitting what? I'm confused.
Good for you.
I would agree. That wanderlust is the reason why I decided to come here. To the Tavern of Zenith to adventure. Beast Woman, who were here minutes ago. And I have a different crush. Woohoo. Thank you. I've come to inquire whether someone has already embarked on the quest to escort my dear friend to Daria. Very much so. She's sitting right here. Where? Oh, how rude of me, of course. Hello, brave adventurer. Rhea's enough. Hello, brave Rhea. You are the one who's going to escort my dear friend? Along with Carolyn. That one. Oh! Carolyn! Phenomenal! I'm beyond thrilled to learn that my dear friend is going to be in such capable hands. Though, I've been wondering. Come on, spit it out. Could I perhaps join? It's totally not alright. It's totally alright if not, but the diplomat is very dear to me, and I feel it's my duty to aid him. Can he even fight? Well, I can talk. Very well, in fact. I can fight with my words. The world hate it. So, sure thing. Come along, lad. I'll show you some tricks. We'll leave at midnight. Really? How exciting! I swear Archie looks like a woman with a man's face. What the fuck? Ken. The word you were looking for here is twink. That's what he is. Come on, let's go. Oh, how the tables have turned. Me going on a very dangerous important quest instead of merely reading about it. Seems like you're on the right path for your hero's journey. Indeed, all the stories I'll have to tell when I return, innkeeper. I can't wait. Farewell. See you soon. See you soon. I hope their quest goes well and they don't run into anything unexpected. What's on your mind? Are there any open quests left? There's one, but it involves social conflict resolution. Sure, whatever. I'm taking this. Isn't it a bit too soon to go on another quest? You just got back. At least have a long rest, replenish some resources. I'm good. You say so. I already paid you with a story today, so get me one of those quest drinks. Something with a little more violence. I don't think I'll be doing that. Fable! Hiya, Innkeeper. Hiya, Fable. Hiya, Mal. Hi. Never mind. Would you like a drink? Actually, I'm here for a quest. Hachi told me there was still one left, and I wanted to ask if I could take it. Good question, Fable. I see it's on me to answer it. Laura's thinking about taking the quest. Uh,
Who's Laura?
John, Malachite, that guy.
Oh, a nice name. Thank you.
But if you're already taking it, I guess I'm too late. I hope you have fun. Just come first serve, Laura's got this. Why don't you two go together?
Together? Is that allowed?
Of course, teamwork is the adventuring world's bread and butter. Most heroic deeds are not done alone.
Life would be very lonely that way.
It would be, yes. So you should go on this quest together. Combine your individual strengths to solve any problem better than you ever could alone. And you would get to know each other better in the process. It's a win-win. Bro, what do you think? Would you be okay with that?
I guess. Would you?
I think so. It sounds fun.
Cool.
It's settled then. You'll go together. If I can ask, what exactly is the quest about? Archie only mentioned there was one. It's simple. Bea is worried about the Banshee of the Lonesome Lagoon, and the Mari Morgan of the Ashen Grove aren't speaking to each other. She fears the end of the relationship would also mean the end of her friendship with them. Bea is friends with the Mari. Bea is friends with the Mari Morgan? Best friends. Ah, so we need to talk to the Mari Morgan and the Banshee.
And the Banshee. What an opportunity.
I just wanted to come face to face with the embodiment of sorrow.
Don't you think that's scary? No. You know what's scary? Failing relationships. Social fights are the most dangerous kind.
I find them less scary than wrathful spirits. Seems like together your fears will cancel each other out. I don't know enough about math to dispute that. Speaking of math, speaking of mathish, how do you want to approach this? This is not an easy task, so we must be smart about it. Do you still have those fade crystals? The ones that make you fade into the shadows entirely. Sure do. Good. I suggest you mix those with a hefty serving of intelligence. Then we can turn invisible and come up with a clever ruse to make them fall for each other again without them even knowing it was us. You just do you just want to avoid social interaction?
Maybe.
Or maybe I just remember how well being invisible served me last time. Fair enough. I don't know. I feel like they should talk about their feelings. I'm kind of with Fable on this one. What if their feelings are that they never want to talk to each other ever again? Then they should talk about that too.
That's not the point of the quest.
I think it is. We should face the problems head on instead of trying to find a way to avoid them. So maybe for this one, for this one, maybe a charismatic approach would be a better choice. And maybe, Innkeeper, Clay mentioned you had Thunder Stage? That would help us inspire people, right? Correct. I'll admit it works a little differently for everyone, but I have no doubt you'll figure it out. Speaking of Clay, he wanted me to tell you that he and Tio will make it back in time for the barbecue.
Really? That's amazing!
Alright, you should come too. We're having a barbecue at the Ashen Grove Elf Settlement on the 31st. It'll be fun, I think. I don't think so.
Oh, alright. I had to get back to Rufus at some point. He'll need his wool cut. Speaking of Rufus, if you're here, Fable, where is the sheepfish? Melina picked him up. She said she'd bring him home so he has to spend less time alone. Right. Was that wrong? I told her exactly what kind of food to give him in case he gets hungry. While they wait for you. No, it's fine. He likes her. They're a good match. Anyway, we should hurry. So you don't miss your barbecue. You're right. Innkeeper, can you help us pick the right approach? Either invisible and intelligent or charismatic and inspiring. I trust your expertise. Let me think about it. I kind of want to go with the charisma check. Wait, did I pick the wrong one? I did. Oops. Oh, because we're doing another dose of Spoken Heart. Oh, wait. Actually, Sunny Breeze might make more sense. Let's do Sunny Breeze. Wait. Oh, oops. I picked the wrong infusion. Ah, that's my bad. I think this. I think this is a. I think a direct approach is the better option. After all, honest communication is important, right? Would you say so? Very much so. Sorry. I'm agreeing with Fable here. I'm not sorry. I'm just straight up agreeing with Fable. I think honesty is the best approach to any situation, including this one. Agreed. I think the only quest left is where should we start? The Ashen Grove is closer. And you already know where to find the Mari Morgan. You do? Yes. I encountered her before. So she'll remember you. Useful. I hope not. Last time she tried to drown me. Oh. See. It was pretty embarrassing. I know the way of the banshee too. It might be smart. It might be smarter to start with one further away. Work backwards and all. Does that make sense? Let's do that. Good. We should prepare first. The journey to Boreas won't be easy. You're right. We should leave tomorrow morning. We should. Wonderful. Glad to know you'll actually rest between quests, Aura. If I must. You want a quest with Melly, right? How was it? Fine. Reminded me of my parents. Are they well? They're dead. Uh, Burned to death. I'm sorry, that's horrible. That's life. It shouldn't be. How old were you when you lost them? 7. Oh, wow. Must have been really scary. It was. Fine. It doesn't sound. It doesn't sound fine. When I was 7, I ran into a vine-spiked boar while searching for friendly rocks. It chased me through the forest for almost an entire hour. First, I thought I was going to die, and then I was sure I was never going to step foot outside again. When they found me crying, my family hugged me so tightly they dried up all my tears. And when I sat in my room frozen in fear, we danced and played board games until I forgot I was even scared. I can't imagine not having that. I can. It was. Please don't say fine. Scary. Really scary. I waited at home all by myself for 2 whole days. I thought the shadows were going to eat me at some point. When I finally was brave enough to leave, it was too late. No, it wasn't your fault, right? I know. I never want to feel that scared again. It's fine, because I fixed it. Fixed it? How? By taking revenge on the asshole who caused their death. A popular approach these days. Did that make you feel any better? Yeah, sure. It was just a natural part of my journey, following the path of darkness. It's my destiny. Misery is nobody's destiny. She's right. You shouldn't confine yourself to sadness just because it's what you're used to. Besides, the innkeeper always says you can choose your own destiny. And I decided our destiny is to bring these 2 lovebirds together. At least for now. I think I need to go. Prepare for our treacherous journey ahead. You should let Melina know you're leaving. She'll be worried senseless otherwise. Let her know you'll be back. I might not be. Don't be like your parents. Whatever. Time to go. You think I should go after them? I think sometimes we need a bit of time to feel our feelings by ourselves before we're comfortable enough feeling them in front of other people. That's a no, right? Give him a moment. You'll have plenty of time to be there for him when you're trying to play a matchmaker for the undead. Right. We have to do that. which is fine. I'll be fine. Mari Morgan probably doesn't even remember me. And if she does, I can just run, or hide, or cry. No matter what, you won't be alone. I can't tell Laura how afraid I am. It'll be so embarrassing. If you want him to be there for him, you should also let him know you're scared. It's only fair. I don't want to burden them with my problems. Being a burden once in a while is part of the wonderful experience of being loved. Friends appreciate it when you trust them enough to let them help you. Because when you care for people, you're willing to put a little work to make them smile. But you already know this, don't you? I do. It's just so much harder to keep in mind when it comes to myself. I know, but you've been doing very well, Fable. Thank you, Innkeeper. It's all thanks to you. That isn't true. I've been trying to help the best I can, but you're the only one who can. But you're the only one who actually has to change. I'm very proud of how far you've come. Let's call it teamwork then. Let's. Anytime. Can I stay for a little longer? I think I need a bit more time before I can face my fears. Always, Fable. Thank you. Morning. It's not morning. Did I sleep that long? No, it's still the same day. Ah, that makes more sense. Not morning, Elfie. Not morning! How did you sleep? Not much. I think your drink made me restless. Archie said you were going on a quest? Oh, Archie said you were going on a quest? Yeah, Rhea and I will be escorting some rich asshole to Daria. Please be a little nicer. Please be a little nicer. He's Archie's friend. Sorry, we'll be escorting some rich idiot to Daria. He's Archie's friend? I see. That's why he was so excited. Because his friend's leaving? Must be really craving some peace and quiet. Oh, no. He's excited because he gets to travel together. Because they get to travel together. What? He said he's coming along. Since when? Freya invited him? Great. Is it too late to back out? Yes. Yes, don't be a coward. Fine. But I'll need another drink. That would be rather difficult. I already gave you a drink tailored to your quest, and my boost shouldn't be mixed so irresponsibly right before an adventure. So I'm just supposed to deal with this headache by myself? Yes. Very helpful. You're welcome. Do you think something exciting will happen on your quest? We'll see. I've got a good feeling about it. You reckon I'm gonna slay another guardian? Maybe? That would be intense, right? What what kind of maybe that would be intense. What kind would you like to fight this time? Not sure. I feel like I already met the one I was looking for. What could be a greater fight than slaying a wyvern chimera? You're right. I think that means it's time to befriend the realm keepers now. Wouldn't that be something? Which one would you like to meet the most? Gaia. Can't think of a greater honor than that. You? Gaia as well, but I feel like I should pick someone else for balance. Cassiopeia, maybe? I'd love to ask her how she's doing right now. Maybe give her a hug? You'd be the type to give a dragon a hug. I mean, dragons are majestic. And kinda hot! And yes, I shamelessly have a thing for dragons. What is that? What does that mean? That you're very lovely, I think. Something like that. So, fellow dragon drawer, who would you pick? No repeats. Ooh. Or the first dragon in origin of everything, Tuat. The Great Spear Dragon. Ooh, Leviathan, the Serpent Dragon of the Primordial Sea. God! God! This is hard! This is not an easy pick! I'm gonna go with Tuat, though, the Great Spirit Dragon. He keeps the balance between life and death. One might consider him the embodiment of order. He so strict, no one alive may enter his realm, and no one dead may leave. Yet there are countless trickster myths about his escapades with the mortal realm. I enjoy that duality. I hope the dead never get bored with him. Oh, that'd be nice. But I suspect your quest will have its merits, even if you don't meet any of the realm keepers. That's true. I bet you and Rhea will have a lot to talk about, and you can teach Archie more about adventuring. I'm not sure about that. You're a great teacher. I've learned so much from you already just by being your friend. Like, like how to say what I really mean? I'm still working on it, obviously, but I feel so much better when I'm being honest about what I want. You've been getting better at it. Thank you. And Millie loves practicing with you too. She says she wants to ask Rhea to build her own great sword of her own. So a regular sized dagger? Teaching someone to hold a sword is one thing. Guts and bravery are something else. I'm not sure if I can teach Archie something. I'm still practicing myself. You can always practice together. Yeah, speaking of practice, you're going on a quest too, You're going on a quest too, Elfie? I am. Cora and I are going to fix the Banshee and the Mari Morgan's relationship. Is that Sneaky Twist? Is that Sneaky Twister's new name? It is. Ain't you scared of the Mari Morgan? A little. Okay, maybe a lottle. Do you think she's going to drown me, or do you think the Banshee will? Maybe they'll reunite through teamwork, and maybe they'll reunite through the teamwork of drowning me! Probably not. I think you'll probably have some wacky as heck solution that no person in history of dragonkind would have ever thought of. Like, being kind or whatever. I like that. And if all else fails, you've got an insane air echo by your side to pull up, pull you out of the water if you can swim. He's sane. Is he? Well, mostly I think he's sad, and sadness can make people feel a lot of intense things, like fear or anger, or nothing at all. Anything that isn't sadness. It's easy to lose yourself in that, but there's always a way. But there's always a way out if you're looking. Hmm. You taking that thing along? Maybe. I think he might want to stay with Melina, so she isn't coming alone. So she isn't alone, or so he isn't at risk of losing him. Probably both. Not a bad idea. Would hate for her to be all alone while you two go chasing ghosts. Maybe we can send Grace over to check up on her. Or Hex? No. I guess you're going with whatever the Drake's. I guess if you're going with whatever the Drake's his name is, you'll finally be able to ask him about his cheesecake recipe. Uh, cheesecake recipe? Melina mentioned that he has. Melina mentioned he has a good one. I thought maybe she could show me how to make it. That sounds like a great idea. Ask him. You can use my kitchen if you want to. Really? That would be amazing. I'll ask him. Maybe. Andrew will be waiting for you. On a completely different note, Carolyn, what happened to those undead snails you wanted to check in on? Well, they're slow, ain't they? Still got a little time to stick around. So you'd say you like it here? It's not bad here. Though maybe I'd even bring my cousin a souvenir. Hands off my trinkets. I ain't the Echo. I'll get some of them from the market or the elf settlement. I'll bring you something back from her from her farm, Elfie. You mentioned you'd love to try planting some ghost. You mentioned you'd love to try planting some ghost berries. Either way, I'll stop by sooner or later. Don't want to risk her turning into a werewolf and moving house. Ah. No, but seriously, if any more of my family members turn into dragon, forsaken werewolves, I'll be joining the Van Helsings. Still don't know if they kill werewolves. Don't care. Do you think I could come with you? When you go, I mean? I could gather the ghost berries myself, and I know a lot about snails. Don't you think your people need you here? You should. You got away with family members. And the snails would love you. Have to agree. You'd probably make a chaotic mess, but a fun chaotic mess. Yeah. Seems like you guys did end up forming a party after all. Ugh, shut up. Beast woman. Ken, we know you have a crush. We know. Okay. Anyway, it's late. I think I should get back to the settlement and catch. Anyway, it's late. I think I should get back to the settlement and catch some rest. Carolyn, do you want to come with? Ain't sure I got ain't ain't sure I got any tips for you in return, but I can listen to you worrying. Yeah, you're good at that. Do you want to come too, Innkeeper? I'm afraid Andu doesn't do well in civilization. Or alone. Especially not alone. But I'll be eagerly awaiting your stories. We'll return with plenty. I'm counting on it. Good night, Carolyn. Good night, Fable. Night. Good night.
Gotta feed the baby. Sweep the floor. And turn off the lights. So we're going to end stream here. So we're gonna save. Main menu. And we're going to quit. What the fuck is happening here? I'm gonna try to see what's going on with my Discord reactors, but thank you all so much for coming into the stream this morning. I had fun, and I hope you all did too. Yeah! If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe and follow me on social media. I am on Twitter and Blue Sky if you want to keep up with me. Twitter is my everybody hates you. Blue Sky is my more fluffy postcode. If you're watching this on... Wait, no. If you'd like me to see you on my channel and how to actually support me, I have the Stream Elements and a VGen. Oh yeah, Stream Elements and a Ko-fi if you want to donate, and a VGen if you want to commission me for lore and or script writing. If you're watching this on Twitch, we are going to look for somebody to raid. Actually, no, I don't think we're going to raid today. Whoa! Yeah, I don't think we're gonna raid today. So, thank you all so much for coming to the stream this morning, and I'll see you all very, very soon.